Lord Vader will be pleased. You didn't know. He's alive, Obi-Wan.
This is awkward.
Anakin Skywalker is alive.
Hello there.
He's been looking for you.
It's crazy because did we ever think about this?
The moment he realizes, I kind of just assumed he knew.
Yeah, we like. I think of like the Rebels reveal with Ahsoka. You know, Ahsoka realizes, she has the revelation, and never did I just always, I don't know,
because he left him there.
Just
and
never thought of it. What is up, everybody? It is your boy. It's KonKon back.
2 episodes.
At it.
One day.
Again.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
It continued.
Is out.
This is how.
Star Wars Celebration is happening.
And this episode.
Is awesome.
Going back.
And forth.
That's how we do.
Keep talking.
All right. What is up, guys? All right, episode 2 of Kenobi, guys. Yes, episode 2. This is episode 132 of the KonKon's Cantina podcast. If you are new here, we are the #1 Star Wars drinking podcast out there. We break down Star Wars like the normal people.
Take that, all you other podcasts.
Yeah, all of them. Yeah, listen, guys, thank you joining us for Kenobi episode 2. Of course, this will be major spoilers for Kenobi episode 2, also known as part 2. Unknown episode names really so far, if they'll ever be named.
I like it as simple.
I like it
too. Simple. Like because
this
is a one-off event. It's not a TV series like Mandalorian. I just like that it's fire.
Oh,
right?
we're getting
That's why I brought it for you.
We're getting ahead of myself already. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just drank that and my life changed. Okay.
I love that. It's because it is a story start to finish. I told you.
Okay.
I told
you. That was good. Sorry, guys. If you are not watching on the YouTube, first of all, go over to the YouTube, subscribe, like, comment. Seriously, it helps us. We're pushing the YouTubes very hard. I just tasted a beer, which we're going to talk about in the cantina. First, housekeeping, of course, very, very quickly. Guys, thank you. All of our social media is KonKon's Cantina, part of the Cantina Network. Also,
except for one.
I was like, what? What are you talking about? Which is TikTok, guys. TikToks, we are KonKon's TikToks. I said TikToks. I sound old. TikTok is KonKon's Cantina podcast on TikTok. Head over there. Tons of lightsaber.
Watch our vines.
Watch our vines. Yeah, we just watch it. Go to MySpace. Find us on MySpace. Go over there, guys. Seriously.
/
YouTube, Twitter, all this stuff. It is KonKon's Cantina, except for Twitter or TikTok once again, which is KonKon's Cantina podcast. This episode is brought to you by our patrons. Guys, thank you very, very much. We could not be doing this without each and every one of you donating to us monthly.
Let's send a shout out to our biggest patron.
Oh, KP.
Out in Louisiana.
KP.
Right now.
Kingpin.
They are having what is the Roby-1 party.
Roby-1 party.
Super jealous. We were going to last minute try to get out there.
Yeah,
but
guys, sorry we couldn't make it.
Life was.
You guys look awesome, dude. They got costumes and everything.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah, they got some. They got some of the lightsabers.
They got some Cantina lightsabers.
They got some Cantina sabers. They did.
Got Jedi robes. They got a full party.
It's awesome. Speaking of things that we have available for our community, guys, if you hear that. Real metal Beskar ingots. We are doing these for giveaways. They are going to be on the Wii back wheel. Yes, this is part of your elbow if you are catching up. By the way, if you're listening to this episode and you're hearing Kenobi episode 2, you are listening to episode 132.
Yeah.
Go back and listen to episode 131.
Back up one.
We're releasing these both very, very early. Guys, don't forget, you can call and leave us your hot take on the Cantina Hotline.
Do not waste it.
079005084. Call and leave us your hot take. 3 minutes is the cutoff. Talk about episodes 1 and 2, what you liked, maybe what you didn't like, and we will be doing that episode on Monday, and that episode will be coming out on Tuesday before Kenobi.
Are we doing one episode for both of these, or are we going to try to do two separate?
No, they're together.
Okay.
Yeah, they're together.
Leave 2 hot takes.
Yeah, if you want to leave 2 hot takes, if you can put them together, scoot over, get a little closer. There you go. If you can do 2 together, like put the 2 together, that would just be best, because episode 2, let's be honest, is a little bit shorter.
It was a shorter episode. There was not as much action packed, but it was still amazing.
It was still good. Yeah.
Awesome revelations that like the moment we just opened with,
Yeah.
like holy crap.
Yeah, super, super cool. Guys, again, thank you, patrons, for sponsoring this episode for us. As always, we love each and every single one of you.
And don't forget, if you're not a patron, to sign up. Free stickers,
Yes.
additional content.
Yep, you get
Extra
discounts on our
drawings.
shirts. You do get extra points for the Wii Back wheel. I need to show you guys some of the prizes. It's all prizes on the wheel this time. The Dare stuff just didn't work out as well as we wanted to.
We did none of them.
We did none of them. It was really hard to find things that we considered to be funny and appropriate at the same time. So it was just difficult. All prizes, again, like Metal Beskar, and we have a ton of stuff that we have purchased from Bat 2, and then that's a weekly giveaway, and then also at the end of Kenobi we do in our grand prize
drawing.
The agenda for this episode is Kenobi Episode 2, Part 2. Major spoilers ahead. But, hey, Justin.
Yes, sir.
We are a Cantina podcast.
If only there was an old grizzled war veteran that I could give a drink to.
Well, we're going to find him here in a second.
Welcome to KonKon's Cantina. What are you having?
But remember, no droids. Justin,
I brought a treat.
You've blessed me.
I brought a treat.
You have blessed me. You brought it. You tell the people what this is.
So this is from a local brewery, which we have had
How have we
multiple
not
times. But
done an episode there?
We need to.
Yeah,
this is
for real.
Deviant Wolf. This is in Sanford, Florida. This is a Smuck That's Good peanut butter and jelly sour that is a 6.1% sour, that's a big boy sour.
Yeah. I'd say sours are usually on the 4.5 to 5
Yeah.
end.
This sour, it was so good when I was at the brewery.
Dude, it smells.
Dude, it's amazing.
It's
peanut butter and jelly
it's
artwork.
peanut
It's
butter and jelly
purple sandwiches
and it's
stacked.
the play on words too, like
Smuckers.
Smuckers. Yeah,
Smuckers. Yeah.
Dude, this is so good. Again, on the nose, like you smell that it's a sour, but you also smell the peanut butter.
Oh my God, like you hit all the flavors. It's like
it's
like
crazy.
the first bite of like white bread.
Yeah,
then you hit
it's the white bread. Yeah, the sugary white bread.
Then you hit like the peanut butter, like like sticks to your mouth,
You
then
get
you
the
hit
peanutty,
the sour. It's soury sweet berry
jelly.
flavor
Yeah,
at the end.
yeah.
Like you hit every single profile.
How many Hidden Jedi are coming out for this?
Oh, 10 out of 10 for me. Like this is it. Like
all 10 are coming out, and the Inquisitors are killing all of them.
I've been saving this for
Dude, this
Kobe.
is-
For Kobe.
For Kobe.
Rest in peace.
It's purple too. Oh,
I have been saving this. And
it's
you know
fantastic.
what?
It's
As
fantastic.
a follow-up to this, I tried to buy it at the same day, but they did not have any available. They have a carrot cake sour, which is just as good. Absolutely just as good.
Wow.
We need to have an episode
10,
at Deviant Wolf.
10 out of 10 Hidden Jedi. You know what? We're doing 20 out of 10. 10 Hidden Jedi, 10 Mandos in the covert.
It's light. It's refreshing.
It's so good.
It's not like overpowering where you don't want to
If
take
you don't
a
like
second
peanut butter
sip.
and jelly, you're going to hate it because
that's
it
true.
literally tastes like peanut butter and jelly.
That is true.
Yeah, but in a very, very good way. Hey, Justin.
Yes.
You know episode 2 of Kenobi's out?
Yeah, I just watched it.
Oh, cool.
Twice.
Well, we're going to talk about it right now.
Hello there.
General Kenobi.
Well, I hope it doesn't take too long. So uncivilized.
Episode 2 of Kenobi.
It took place in Tokyo, apparently.
It was straight up in Tokyo, maybe even downtown Atlanta. I'm not sure.
Everything's in Atlanta.
Everything's in Atlanta. Look, let's get this out of the way. I can see that people might complain about this episode. I want to get this out of the way.
I would say complain.
I want to get this out of the way.
You got 2 in a row. Like you got.
Oh yeah.
Back to back.
I think that was the good choice
Yeah.
because I think that if episode 1 would have come out and then we got that for 2, that might have had a little bit of backlash. I enjoyed the episode. I'm vicariously. I'm playing devil's advocate.
I
I'm
know
playing devil's advocate.
what you're saying because there's something different. Like in a movie, if you get like a lull in the movie, like it's a lot easier to palate than it is if you wait a whole week for 30 minutes or 40 minutes and then you're like, oh my god, this is all I got.
I definitely
but the
wouldn't.
back-to-back release
Yeah,
was like it made it good. It was definitely not as I don't know what the word, not action packed.
It wasn't as good
it
as
was
episode
probably
1.
more action packed than episode 1 as far as
Yeah,
fight
yeah.
sequences and chases and
Dude,
everything.
the planet was. I want to get this. This was the marketing for the show distinctively said 1 hour episodes, and I'm wondering what happened with this one because this
Maybe-
was only 36 minutes. When you take out the,
Maybe this was always going to be, or going to be one episode that they just split into 2.
like
Like
no,
maybe
but they
this was
said
like an
they said
hour
a 6-part limited series, 1 hour. Anyway,
Yeah, I don't know.
it's a nitpick is all. I definitely had some high moments. The end is for sure the high moment.
I don't know, the beginning too. The beginning where he's getting into, what is it called? Daiyu?
Yeah, the planet.
Yeah, and he's
Yeah.
like getting off and he's walking around and we see amazing cameo of a character that's not necessarily a specific character, but like just something that was awesome to see.
I'm surprised you didn't say already that you were happy that it wasn't Coruscant, because
Yes.
it really looked like
Yeah.
Coruscant.
First of all, like props to Deborah Chow. Episode 2, bye Tatooine.
Yeah,
done.
go-
Like,
bye-bye.
I mean, we'll probably go back there.
Bye.
But like, no time wasted to like ramp it up and get off planet and continue this story in an entirely new place.
Yeah.
Not somewhere we've seen, not Tatooine, not going to Coruscant like you said. It's somewhere new. I love it. Like
Yeah.
that is what I have been wanting. Show us new places. This place like was weird, neon filled street market. It just looked like Tokyo to me. Like that's all I could envision was like the downtown Tokyo.
Yeah. No, it was really, really good. I mean, as a whole, I loved the Leia stuff, the back
Oh,
and
yeah.
forth with
Leia.
her. Yeah.
So much Padme vibes,
dude, and
but with also Anakin's like rebellious.
and we're gonna get into it. That was just such a cool scene of just having the obvious connection between her and
Mm-hmm.
Padme, and him saying everything without literally saying her name.
Yeah.
And it's anyway, it's so cool. But let's get into this. Let's get into this
Let's do
recap
the
as a whole.
breakdown.
Let's get into it. Kenobi lands on Daiyu. Seeking information, he has met the end of tracking his ship. Apparently, when he lands on this planet,
Immediately jammed.
yeah, it's cool because it was almost like it's kind of like another backwater world. People go there to disappear.
Yeah, it was almost like they're like in a seedy area that. Well, they say like people like their secrets here.
Yeah.
Like you land and like map trackers are immediately jammed. There's nothing. Like it's like a bounty hunters or not a bounty hunters, but like a
Fugitive.
like fugitives paradise almost.
It was weird too. Like later in the episode, everyone has like the displays. I wonder at what point the tracking fobs come in. You know, because I'm surprised we didn't see.
They all had like a wanted poster basically.
Exactly. Yeah, it was a little bit different. The cityscape, so much like Justin said, reminds us of Tokyo. Obi-Wan again says under his breath, "Master, I need your guidance." Seeking
Still looking
Qui-Gon.
for Qui-Gon.
Quote, "Spare some credits." We hear a voice from the shadows.
Our bartender.
Dude, our bartender. Look, it's rough for the 501st.
This is before we gave him the job running KonKon's Cantina. Like he was
yeah.
on down and out
Down
on the
on
streets
his
of
luck.
Daiyu.
Yep.
That sounds like a old Creole song. Down
Down on the
streets.
streets. It also sounds like a really weird. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
All right, we've already ended the last
Yeah,
episode.
we've
Okay.
yeah. For the children. For the children.
No.
Look, the 501st troops are looking for
Yeah.
handouts, guys. I mean, the armor.
Catch the armor. Look at it. Like if you didn't catch that,
Dude,
he's 501st.
He's 501st. Tamora is back. It loved seeing him
Dude, he
already.
looked great. It looked like
Not the last clone we're seeing. Sweeping declaration.
No, yeah,
I think
no,
he shows
for
up
sure.
again. Of
I
some
loved it
sort.
was like Rex pre-Whitebeard. Like it's not
Yes.
not Rex, but like
Yeah.
they're all clones. They look the same, but like
Yeah.
you could kind of envision
Wait, really?
what he looked. But like I loved it. I love the idea of like there's stormtroopers walking past this old
Yes.
beaten up clone who still's got his armor, still's
Yeah.
got his helmet. Like I love it.
And it's crazy too, because like, you know, he calls himself a war veteran.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's like if it wasn't for him, you know, these stormtroopers, everything wouldn't be there. Like
Right.
this clone might not have the insight as to other things. But you know what's really, really crazy is they looked at each other for a brief minute. And I might be reading too much into it.
I thought the same thing.
Dude, the hood,
There
the
was
beard,
recognition.
100%.
Like that's what it felt like.
There's no way you have the what is Kenobi 332nd
Mm-hmm.
and Anakin had 501st. They were literally on the same ship at the same time. Anyway, isn't 332nd?
But I mean,
don't
it
roast
was
me
like
in the con. Anyway, I feel like again, General Kenobi would be known. Anakin and Kenobi were two war heroes,
and this could have been the first time that Obi-Wan has come in contact PTSD since
And I was
Commander
gonna
Cody
say-
shot him off of the Ractal on.
Shout outs that. Wow, I tried really hard. That did not come out. Rip headphone users. It reminds me of like in Rebels where Kanan meets Gregor and Wolf and Rex
he's
again,
immediately
and he's like, "Get back, Ezra!" Like you know, they're clones.
He's on defense immediately.
And then
PTSD.
the clones are like, "The Jedi's come back to finish the job." Like Gregor's like freaking out. Yeah, it's hilarious. It's hilarious.
I loved it. I feel like there was a glimmer of recognition.
Yeah, for
I
sure.
don't know. There could have. We'll see.
We want it to be. We want it to be. Back to the recap. A young girl offers Kenobi spice. How did we not
Kimmy
get...
Gibbler offers
Yes,
spice.
yes.
She looked just like Kimmy Gibbler with purple hair.
How did we not get a "you don't want to sell me spice" type thing?
Because you can obviously.
I wanted the fan
watching
service.
This episode,
I wanted the fan service. I know. I wanted the
Obi-Wan
fans.
is not in prime form.
Listen, I wanted the fan service. Okay, come on.
Death sticks.
I really, really wanted it. Okay, that's all I wanted. All right. Anyway, back to the recap. He is offered spice, but instead he is seeking information. Information is basically not what he gets. He does not get any information from this girl.
Good thing Jaden Smith was there.
Jaden Smith, a.k.a. Jaco, a young boy, approaches Obi-Wan and tells him there is a Jedi that will help him. A, quote, Jedi.
There's an eternal Jedi that can
An
help
eternal Jedi that can help you. A Jedi uses the Force and helps grant safe passage to a woman and son to Corellia.
God, I loved this part.
I loved the whole part. I loved the mention of Corellia in particular.
Mm-hmm.
How unsafe is the galaxy to send people to Corellia?
I mean, Corellia's mainly like ship manufacturing, really.
Yeah, but it's never been brought up in good context.
No,
and now it's a
no,
place where it's like, oh, you'll be safe there.
Well, it seemed like a place you could disappear.
Sure. Well, what was wrong with the place they were at now? It's another
Didn't
place
seem
they
like a
could.
good place to actually live, though. I don't know.
Even the
Like-
501st don't have homes.
But I liked that Camille is like just leaning into like
Hilarious.
all the tropes of
All
a
of them.
Jedi. And
All of them.
like,
He does the hand waves, puts everything down.
shuts the shutters down.
Yeah.
Like the stress of I am inside of your mind.
Oh yeah, he starts doing the mind trick
Yeah.
and making it like
This
obviously
is a Jedi mind trick, like spelling it
yeah,
out.
he has no idea, and Kenobi's just watching the whole time, just like looking at this idiot.
I hope I hope it's not the last we see of him.
And I hope that I really am starting to love. Of course, his name is escaping me right now. Who was the big actor that came on for Book of Boba Fett? The Rancor, the Beast Handler.
Oh, wow, yeah, you put me on the spot.
Well,
Mexican, Tommy.
Yeah, why am I not thinking of his name? Anyway, I'm happy to see these bigger names being introduced into Star Wars. And we actually, in our Facebook group a long time ago, I put up a picture of, oh my gosh, this is so bad.
We're doing good.
We're doing great.
podcasting well.
I'm moving on. Anyway, back to the recap.
Never do this.
Forget this. Wow.
Let's restart.
This is so bad.
So,
Guys, thank you for listening to this episode. Oh my gosh, it's so bad. Okay, obviously he's not a Jedi.
Right.
Rather, he is a criminal.
magnets and remotes.
Back to the recap. After this family leaves, Ben approaches him and releases him of his tricks and shanties. Is that the right word? Tricks
Shanty? No, shanty's like a hut that's like a very not well put together building that people.
I would say everything he did is a shanty. A very well not put. I don't know. He's making a lot of money though.
I feel like he's like, as we see a little bit later, he's like not necessarily like a full scammer. He's
No. He's a half scammer.
He's half scam.
Yeah, he's half
like
scam.
he's still doing what he says, but he's taking their money and portraying himself as somebody else.
He's a saint, but he doesn't work for free.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I actually really liked. You know,
He's like, I like credits.
Yeah,
Buy
he's
me
like,
so many.
buys
Have you
me
ever seen
things.
somebody sad on a jet ski? Like,
You can't be sad on a jet ski.
Yeah.
You smile as you hit the pier. So he's taking credits from people and granting them safe passes, which later we find out even he has a character arc in this episode for the brief time that he's in it. Ben then, of course, disarms him of all of his tricks, his magnets, his buttons, everything. In the process, we do find out again that he is helping people. He also is just making money
a
on
little
it.
bit poorer. Yeah.
Ben then is shown about the spice operation where he can find the girl. So he's approaching him to find Leia.
Yeah, he straight up helps him. Like,
Yeah,
he tells him
straight
where
up
to
helps
go.
him, tells him where to go. Ben enters the operation, forming a worker's outfit, and he is able to infiltrate
Straight
the
up
establishment.
Breaking Bad.
Oh, 100%.
Let's cook, Mr. White.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah,
Yeah, like, he's-
yeah, for sure. The beard, everything. I
The
all the vibes.
jumpsuit, the gas mask,
Yeah.
everything looked like straight up Breaking Bad. I liked it.
Using the Force, Ben is able to turn up the gas on a glass beaker jar
Finally, you can do something with the Force.
and explode it and
Mm-hmm.
cause himself a little distraction. He then is able to take a key card and he forces himself into the back of the operation, into the back hallway. Again,
The back hallway.
The back hallway. This is another scene that we saw in the trailer. This hand-to-hand combat. Dude, the Zabrak.
Spin move crazy.
The Zabrak dude looked
Yeah,
sick.
he looked cool.
More Zabraks in Star Wars.
I like the Zabraks. I like the different colors that they can do them.
yeah,
the
this dude was
patterns, the
tan
horns.
with super dark.
like almost like black and white zebra-y
yeah,
looking.
yeah, I really and big horns, like almost Savage. Like,
Almost, yeah. He's almost Savage Oppress. A Savage Oppress?
Oppresses. Yes, that's it. A Zabrak human and a human. All right, Zabrak human.
and
A Zabrak and a human male enforcer greet Obi-Wan. As you mentioned, with the spinny moves, very kung fu.
Well, first,
like Jackie
Obi-Wan
Chan.
is so rusty. Like, he punches him one time, and he's like, ah!
Yeah, pretty
Like-
much.
Like Ace Ventura, like,
Old man's it.
ah!
Yeah.
ah!
Yeah,
Like-
the thighs.
Yeah.
yeah. He smacks him on the side of the head, and he hits the temple horn.
Uh-huh.
And I
He
wonder
is
if that
not-
was
Yeah, he's just not in fighting shape. He's
Yeah.
been 10 years.
10 years.
10 years hiding, doing nothing except imagining he was talking to Qui-Gon, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Ben, after dispatching himself from the Zabrak and the other human male enforcer, he steps right into Vex's trap, thinking he has found Leia.
Our boy Flea is
Dude,
back
Flea-
again, crushing it.
Listen, you know I'm not a big Red Hot Chili
I know we
Peppers
didn't even
fan,
talk
right?
about that on the last episode.
Like,
we didn't even bring up.
yeah,
that,
we didn't even
that
bring it up. That's
Flea
literally
is
Flea.
the lead guy. Like, that's getting.
Dude, how did
Leia.
he get in Star? Who does he know? Who does he know?
I don't know, man.
He's a huge musician. Like,
Yeah.
people know him.
He's a crazy,
But
crazy.
to land a Star Wars role, dude, that's awesome. I'm jealous. It's cool. Again, seeing people we recognize in Star Wars, like Sean Bean. That's my pick. I want Sean Bean in Star Wars.
Is that Mr. Bean? Like the guy from the British shows?
Yes.
Okay,
Thanks.
that'd be funny.
You know he's already in Star Wars, right?
Yes, I do. He was in
He's the voice
Force
of
Awakens, right?
No,
Wasn't he-
he's the voice of the Star Tours droid.
Oh, I thought he was, but he was actually in one of the movies as like a non-face character.
I don't think so.
I
We'll look
saw
it up later.
I saw it on Wikipedia.
Wikipedia has it all. This is really coming together. This is something else.
I'm sleepy.
Ben is pushed up against the wall and completely captured. And I really thought that this was it. And I expected a little bit more of using the Force and like grabbing his saber and kind of dispatching them. But that doesn't happen, and I think that's because this isn't the last we're going to kind of see from this crew, of three
Yeah.
people. Instead, Ben is able to use the jar of spice that was hidden in his cloak by the girl that we met earlier. He smashes it on the floor. He puts on his
Sends them all on a trip.
sends them all on a heavy,
They're
heavy trip.
Laying on the ground, staring at their hands by the end of the next time you see them.
Ben finally locates Leia. Of course, she resists. She has no idea who Ben is.
This girl,
She
at this,
gets a-
at this point,
listen.
I start to
We
get
were
like
like-
a little bit of the feeling like this girl is
Just give her
stop.
to the Empire. Just
somebody spank this child.
somebody, somebody.
She is off on another run. I don't trust you. I love you. I don't trust you. I love you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reva locates her henchman. Ben and Leia locate new clothes to garnish a new disguise.
She'll have the green pullover.
Yeah.
You don't need those gloves. And the
And
gloves.
the gloves. We gotta buy the
Yeah.
gloves. You know, I'm
Classic.
classic. Yeah, come on. Mouthing off again. Leia, of course, steps out of line. It's something that they're developing the character so well. I mean, it's so Leia.
It's a perfect mesh of Padme and Anakin together.
Yeah.
That makes you see like the Leia, like Carrie's Leia before like they even had those two things to like pull from. Like you can see like the two personalities and how they meshed into Carrie Fisher's Leia awesomely. Like it's awesome. Like, they did such a great job with that.
Yeah, it turned out really, really good. The Grand Inquisitor then meets Reva in the street, demanding an explanation for the kidnapping of the Organa child. He says, you kidnapped a senator's child without consulting me first. He reminds Reva of her place, telling her that she is the least of the Inquisitors.
That was interesting.
Quote, I will take Kenobi in myself. You are no longer required, sister. Reva stands out of the order and sends out that every single bounty hunter and lowlife must hunt down Kenobi. Now it is obvious the entire city is now aware of Kenobi's presence. Everyone lights up.
They all get their little hologram wanted posters popping up on their wrist.
It reminded me of episode 3, also directed by Deborah Chow, of Mandalorian season 1, when the Empire resends out the chain link code for the tracker for Baby Yoda.
Right.
And everybody's, it's like everyone's Nextel started chirping. Yeah. Bring, 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 bring. Yeah. Everyone knew. And Ben's face is popping up on it. So everybody's looking for him. They didn't say what the reward was.
I do also like that it's like a Revenge of the Sith picture of Obi-Wan. Like, like
it's not
neat and
updated.
Tidy, young.
Yeah. It's like the art. It's like his driver's license picture. He's really old now, but he looked good with the driver's license picture. Yeah. I wonder at some point if he's gonna clean himself up in the show. Like he's come out, like his final stand, he gets a haircut.
Maybe.
Finds
look good for Annie.
Yeah, finds a barber. I don't know. Yeah. On Tatooine. Someone's got to do it. Come on. Leia continues to question Ben, saying he's not a Jedi. Just completely ignoring everything that she thinks she knows about this guy, which I don't blame her. Ben, gives her nothing.
Well, he uses a blaster and then complains when he punches somebody.
Yeah,
he's not very Jedi-ish.
Yeah, not very Jedi-ish right now.
But she does see the lightsaber.
She does see the lightsaber.
She peeps the sabers. Like,
she peeps the
what
saber.
Is that?
So as she continues to question him, of course, all these bounty hunters and everyone is getting the alerts. We have what appears to be a 4-LOM appearance.
Yes.
Not complete.
I looked this up because I had to check, and it's actually, they gave him an official name, and it's One Jack. So
not 4-LOM.
JAC.
Looks just like him.
Same model, but it is One Jack. It is not actually 4-LOM because he does get blasted into the alleyway, so he couldn't have been in Empire, obviously.
True, and we see that later in the episode.
But it's another bounty hunting droid that we've seen since the 70s, and they're bringing him back.
Haja is apparently playing sabacc by himself, solitaire style sabacc.
He's playing hearts.
Yeah, are we missing something? Spider solitaire. Shout out. I didn't understand that, but of course now he is in the hunt for Kenobi himself. The Grand Inquisitor is now aware of Reva's plan, and he's not happy about everyone else looking for Kenobi.
Let's not skip over the weird raptor human hunter.
Oh, dude, the bounty hunter just. They got to bring attention to Jurassic Park World coming out.
The old Fox show Dinosaurs?
No.
Where they were like, not the baby.
Oh, yes.
He's one of them.
Yes. I loved that show, dude.
That's
a great show.
Yeah.
That's a great show. He always bites his dad on the hand. Yeah,
hits him with the frying pan across the head.
I thought that it was obviously
that's definitely a leftover costume from Dinosaurs.
For something. Yeah, it's literally a Jurassic Park Velociraptor head.
The head
with
a
a mohawk.
A little more goofy body.
Yeah,
I liked it though.
We've seen so many new species in the episode in both episodes 1 and 2
and
so
cool
far.
Practical effects for them.
Lots of cool, especially when Leia
is running through the
terrarium
area.
We're gonna get there. I just realized I'm talking ahead, but yes, it reminds me of the creature stall at Bat 2.
Yeah,
but we'll get there. Ben tries to make friends with Leia as they contemplate exactly what is going on in the alleyway, commenting on her droid Lola. How cool is this little droid?
Toy's already out.
Literally.
Like we were talking about it.
I was
we
like,
had to
I want
pause it.
one.
I open up social media. The first thing I see is that Star Wars Celebration. You can buy this droid.
Lola
like
already.
it's flipping its little panels up and like it's fluttering its eye or whatever you want to call it, wings.
Yeah.
Like toy market is already going to be insane for this show.
Already has it. Leia makes comments continuing not to be called princess. Another classic trope in cinema. Help me out. Thank you. Wow. Yes. The classic trope of not wanting to be called your highness already from a young age.
Han says it to her in a derogatory way.
Exactly. Your worshipness, all that kind of stuff. Leia figures out that Ben is the reason for her kidnapping. She wasn't the prize. It was actually him, and that's why everybody is after them is because of Ben. Q hating Leia. We loved her up to this point. My girl hauls it. Just immediately runs from Ben, leading Ben, of course, to expose himself, which it had to happen at some point.
Not in that way.
Thank you for clarifying. Appreciate that.
It was like, come back and look!
It's bad because he had the robe.
Yeah.
Way to go. Literally, now everybody sees it leads to multiple gunfights.
Yeah.
And because, again, like, nobody can just grab this girl. Like, she needs to be tied up and just put on a ship somewhere. Seriously.
Well, I mean, even her parents, when she's in Alderaan, like, she's just
Dude,
gone.
Give this girl an air tag.
Yeah.
Like an Apple air tag. Like a
Yes.
dog collar or something. Chasing her onto the rooftop, Ben continues in a flurry of gun fights against multiple bounty hunters. Reva is now hot on his
Raptor
heels.
guy is there. One Jack
Raptor
is there.
guy goes down.
One Jack is on the roof, too, shooting.
How'd you feel about the parkour?
I was down.
I was down,
Let's
too.
go, Reva. Like,
She
did a little, like the first one she did, like, the weird Kong thing. I was like, where are they going with this? And I'm like, oh, she's, like, force ability parkouring. Like, it's not supposed to be, like, what you could do in real life. And I was down. I liked it.
We didn't comment on how Batman-esque
when
she
she's-
was on
yeah.
the roof.
Rooftop with her cape, and she's just looking down.
Even
while
doing the like, she does, like, that free fall
like
into the front
Assassin's
flip.
Creed.
Ah,
like,
yeah,
Assassin's
dude.
Creed,
It was cool.
like,
It was cool.
drop off the top of the tower.
Yeah,
I loved it.
I liked it.
Reva's, like, proving to already get me hooked, like, as
Yeah.
a fan of this villain.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, realistically, I think season 1 of Mandalorian, Moff Gideon, was the first time in a very long time that they introduced somebody where I'm like, oh my god, he is, or this is an amazing villain. Reva is right there. Like, I'm hooked on what she's going to be like. Can't wait to see her character progression, her obsession with Obi-Wan. Like, I want to know all of it.
Yeah, I want to know everything.
Why is she the worst? Why is she the least of the Inquisitors? Like, I got to know all of that. Like, I'm down for her.
Yeah, and even the backstory, like where she came from, where she was found. Because
Was she a Jedi? Was she just a Force sensitive? Like, she's super interesting.
Yep. The parkour itself, I did think it was a little bit better than the
Office.
Phoenix. Yeah, no, nothing's better than
beats
that.
Season 3, episode 6 of The Office.
Yes.
Just go watch it.
No, the Fennec Shan parkour scene in.
Oh yeah, way better than that.
But it wasn't bad. I think the dark lent way better to how it looked on screen as opposed to the broad daylight of Tatooine rooftops.
And there was,
because Reva really doesn't do that much.
but there was more point. There was a point to it, whereas I felt like,
It was kind of doing it for doing it.
this like felt like she is sprinting using her Force abilities across rooftops to not have to go up and down stairs.
They did two cool things too. They had like the undercam shot where she like moon knights,
Like from the alleyway looking up. Yeah,
that was cool. And then the POV where she jumps to the gutter rail and you see her
and
hands.
she's like bing bong bong. Like,
I thought the POV was really, really cool.
it was good. It was shot great.
Yeah,
Like,
and it was quick.
Yeah.
Very, very, very quick framing, which I think helped a lot. Leia is overconfident once again. She is unable to make her jump from rooftops to rooftops, showing great overexertion and an obvious struggle to connect with the Force.
Yeah.
Ben catches her before she hits the ground.
felt like he was almost barely able to do it.
Yeah, and it was cool too because with subtitles, it said grunt and groan.
Mm-hmm.
And when I think of that, I think of hurting myself.
Mhm.
Like I woke up and I slept on my neck wrong, and you're like, you know, or something. you kind of get the wind knocked out of you or something. It was very, very obvious that he has not been practicing.
Or you think of, like, for me, I was thinking of Luke on Dagobah, where he is, like, struggling so hard to lift the ship. Like, this is obviously a lot smaller than a ship. But, like, that same, like, Luke's not able to connect enough to do it. Obi-Wan / Ben, who is years, he's a master. He's on the Jedi Council, and he is now just detached himself so much that catching a small child, not like lifting her and throwing her, just like literally slowing her down to not splat, was that intense for him.
And I think that this is good too, because a lot of pre-criticism for the show that I saw was a lot of people were saying absolutely no way can you have Kenobi fight Inquisitors with difficulty.
Yes, true.
He needs to dispatch them quickly, all this stuff. I think that this is a perfect example showing that he will have trouble fighting them. He hasn't been practicing.
Part of his hiding was disconnecting from the Force to not be found.
Not using his Force abilities. His lightsaber has been buried in the sand for who knows how long. Let's just assume 10 years. You know, maybe I'm assuming he didn't do it yesterday. You know, so I do think that we'll have some credence going to the side of why it would make sense
back to his form, training montage. Give me Obi-Wan training montage.
You took it out of I want a Karate Kid.
Yes.
80s music.
I want Rocky 3 in the mountains training montage, but for Obi-Wan.
All of it. To our song. So whenever we find that montage, we're going to put it to that 80s Kenobi song. It's happening. It's happening.
Hello there.
Back to the recap. Outside of the spaceport, Haja gives Ben and Leia their way out. Again, showing that he really is the good guy.
I know. At this point, did you trust him when he shows up and he's giving them their escape? Because the last time we saw him is he was with the little kid like, oh, we had him right here. Look at all he was worth. Well, let's go get him.
It's at this moment. Sorry, excuse me. It's at this moment that he realizes that Kenobi's a Jedi.
Right.
Because he realizes who he is now.
It's almost like being a Jedi was his child hero.
Exactly.
And he was faking it, and then he's brought face to face with a real Jedi.
And that's why he says, I'm doing this to, what was the word he used? To atone. Amend. Yeah. He says, I'm doing this to amend. So all the things that he's done, I did think this was a cool scene. I hope this isn't the last that we see of him.
I hope not, too.
Dude, give me a sitcom.
He's a big name, though. I can't imagine him, like...
Dude, give me, like... We've talked about a Star Wars sitcom forever. Give me Star Wars SNL, like just like the.
Well, they're basically giving it to us with all the SNL cast members that are showing up in Star Wars.
All of it. Yeah.
Recently announced Tim Meadows. Like, let's go.
Yeah. Back to the recap.
The ladies, man.
As Ben and Leia enter the spaceport, again, as we talked about at the top of this episode, we have a touching moment where Ben relates his current experience with Leia to that of her mother, her own unknown mother, mind you. And even though he does not say the name Padme, we get all the feels.
She was a leader.
She's a leader. Dead. Yeah, she's dead. And it was cool because I was expecting him to say that she was married to a Jedi. You know, I was expecting him to hint to that a little bit more. But it's obvious that bringing up Anakin in any sort of way is painful for him.
Yeah, because at this moment he still thinks Anakin's dead.
Literally. And it was cool that he commented on her stubbornness, just that of Padme. And it reminds me of Padme in Attack of the Clones when they're on Tatooine outside the Lars homestead. And she goes, you know, he's only one system away, talking about Kenobi, like, we can go save him. And he's like, no, the Jedi Council told me to stay to protect you, and we're staying here. And she's like, well, I'm going to help Obi-Wan.
Right. And
he's like, all right, let's go. You know, it's just very much, and she does the same thing multiple times in this episode and in the episode before. Leia just does her thing, doesn't care what anybody else says, goes. And earlier she runs into that big beast, and Kenobi's like, "Hey, you want to listen to me now?"
Her shocked face was hilarious.
It's like, chill, girl. Reva enters the port, hunting Ben slowly. In classic Star Wars dark side ways, she feels Ben's fear and is communicating this to him. Very Return of the Jedi.
She definitely feels like
Darth Vader.
She has the whole upper hand in this scene.
Ben, dude, I really want to know how strong this chick is, because this chick thinks that she is going to be Emperor's right hand like tomorrow. Like, cue Vader being killed. I'm the new
Do you think?
Which I don't hate it.
Yeah.
I'm just saying this is this is the way of the dark side, right? Like,
yeah.
You know what? I will comment on one thing.
One to have the power, one to strive for the power.
She used the new kind of mind peering that we've seen Kylo and Darth Maul do. Darth Maul does it in Clone Wars Season 7 to Jesse. To the was it Jesse? Can't remember.
To Fives.
Yeah, it was Fives. And I thought that was something that maybe an Inquisitor wouldn't know.
It's probably one of those skills where, like,
she's advancing so fast. Maybe
like a personal trait that they're adept to. Like, maybe not everybody can do that. That's just like a force power that she has or that she's connected to.
Yeah,
that's kind of the vibe I get because it was never something everybody could do.
It's new.
Like psychometry, like
exactly.
Being able to like come in contact with the memories of something by touching it. It seems like that is more of one of those type of things that everybody couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Or you might be able to do it better or worse than somebody else.
Yeah.
But she got it. She figured out where he was.
And then it is revealed. Quote, Lord Vader will be pleased. Oh, you didn't know? Anakin Skywalker lives.
Oh my God, that's how out of touch he was.
Dude,
like,
the look
face,
that he is able to achieve on his face.
He went from thinking he murdered his best friend to now his best friend is alive and he's a Dark Lord of the Sith and desperately is hunting him. Like,
he's been looking for you for some time.
Yeah. And he doesn't know it, but he has his daughter there with him.
Yeah, literally.
Like,
he has no idea. Well, Vader has no idea. Is that what you meant?
Yeah, no, but Obi-Wan's like, oh my God, he's alive. Oh my God, he's hunting me. Oh my God, I have his child right here.
Yeah. Big uh-oh.
Yeah.
Big uh-oh. Before Reva can engage Ben, the Grand Inquisitor steps in.
Weird flex, but okay.
Yeah.
This whole scene.
Yeah.
I'm sure it'll be explained.
Reva shocks us all by stabbing the Grand Inquisitor through the abdomen. The Grand Inquisitor falls to the ground. I'm like still shocked, like even reading this from my notes.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a Rebels retcon? Like what? Like there's no way it's a Rebels retcon.
The more I think about it,
like he's gonna live.
What have we literally just had set up about somebody getting a shot or a lightsaber stab through their gut?
It gets repaired.
Fennec.
Yeah, it gets repaired.
So that's the only thing that I can think about. Like,
Yeah.
we know a lightsaber wound also cauterizes everything.
Yeah.
We know that the Grand Inquisitor is alive and fights Ezra and Kanan Jarrus. So
loses in Rebels, loses to,
which is 5 years later in the timeline. I think that this has to be it. Like, he has to be. I don't know if he's going to be out of commission for this whole series now. Or
dude,
what.
I hope not. Like,
but I cannot imagine they're retconning something that big.
Rebels is too big. We're gonna have an explanation of him being okay, especially before we get to the end.
It's got to be same thing as Fennec, same thing as Vader. Like, it's got to be alive.
Yeah, he's got to be alive. He's gonna be found by the fifth brother, and maybe that's what all the Inquisitors then finally turn against her.
Yeah,
and they start hunting her while she's hunting Kenobi. You know, who knows? Ben then escapes with Leia, and we are
she
left.
ends up as a good person by the end.
I mean,
No?
possible,
I don't
but
know. I'm just
sure.
thinking of twists.
Yeah, it'd be a pretty large character arc.
Sacrifices herself, saves
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah, reminds me of Traya in
Fallen Order.
Fallen Order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cal Kestis, yeah.
Then
Which she could show up. Who knows? Second sister.
Yeah. No.
She's second sister, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because the new one we saw was third sister.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's different. No. Reva is third sister.
Freya, second sister.
Yes. So
Yeah.
who is the new chick? Why am I not remembering the new
Reva?
chick? No. There's
Fifth
another.
sister.
No, the other new.
Oh, the one that we saw very quick glimpse of. I
briefly.
can't remember.
I know she's very
Too many
new.
numbers. Like, give people names.
Yeah, give them names, guys. Ben then escapes with Leia, and we are left with the shock and distressing look on Ben's face of Anakin Skywalker living. But before the episode ends, we get our first look at Hayden. Literally in the back to tank.
Scar crazy.
Scar crazy. All just
Respirator.
Oh, dude.
The breathing.
It was everything I wanted. Could we get a glimpse of that in Rogue One?
Mm-hmm.
You know, Rogue One when director
We get a
Krennic.
glimpse of it at the end of Revenge of the Sith too.
not him being like in a bacta tank.
Well, not in the back, but
Yeah.
like the scarred and disfigured.
Oh yeah, for sure. This episode, my biggest complaint was the runtime. You know, I would have liked a little bit more. It was only 36 minutes.
We just want as much as possible.
Yeah, we want to. Yeah, seriously. I did enjoy the episode. Now I'm upset that I don't have episode 3.
I like that we had both episodes together and we're like still not happy.
Yeah, still not have. Screw this. I'd watch episode 3 right now if I had it. I would binge this show immediately, and I'm not a binger, but I'd binge it. Like I want to watch episode 3 like right now. Final thoughts. I hope that it is somehow there's no way we're getting a Rebels retcon. That is my biggest concern.
No. And so far, this show is meeting all expectations for me. It's subverting it in some ways. Like I wasn't expecting Obi-Wan to kind of be like the almost like PTSD version of Obi-Wan.
Which we talked about it, but we were always talking about it in more of a possibility, not actually seeing it on screen.
But like so far, like they've hit all the marks for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm hooked. I'm done. Like I have no realistic complaint. I have nothing that I don't like.
Yeah.
They took me right out of Tatooine. I was so afraid this was going to be another, like, spend the entire series on the same dumb planet. I'm hoping that we bounce around to planets. I hope we go to Alderaan. I hope we go, like, if we go back to Tatooine, that's fine. As long as we're not stagnant on the same place. What?
What if we get Daniel Logan, Boba Fett, going to Tatooine in the Vader Immortal comic and telling Vader that his son is on Tatooine, and that's how we get Vader to Tatooine, not because Obi-Wan is there, but because he finds out his son is there.
His son is there?
And then Obi-Wan has to step in because he has to go back to protect Luke.
That would be
Daniel,
amazing.
Logan, Boba Fett.
But it would also
Daniel.
make me wonder why the heck he would just let it be after that if Vader knew his son was there.
Yeah, well, he finds out in the... Anyway, that was it's a cool thought. It was me more wanting Daniel Logan, Boba Fett because we saw
he's been involved lately.
We saw Morse in this one too, so that was super cool. More clone roles. I want to see him show up again, even as like maybe a clone that is turned into an Imperial, which that never really happened. I don't know. It would be cool. I want to see more. It was a great little. I wouldn't even call it fan service because
it's like a
it was so
cameo,
perfect,
but not a cameo.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes so much sense to see a clone.
There should be thousands of them still,
like literally begging for money. Like he lost his job. Like he's
used
literally
and abused.
Yeah, literally
and left to rot. Yeah,
I would really enjoy seeing it. Guys, thank you for joining us on this episode 132
Call
of
in,
KonKon's Cantina.
give us your hot takes.
Call
Do not forget
in, guys. 407-900-5084. The cutoff is a Monday at 6 p.m. EST.
Plenty of time. Get your entries.
Plenty of time. Get your entries so you can get that grand prize. Guys, I was your boy. It's KonKon.
Jay Breezy.
We'll see you guys next time.
This beer is so good.